The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) said it will strengthen collaboration with airlines, operators and other aviation stakeholders in the South-South to also ensure seamless airline operations in the zone. The Acting Director General of NCAA, Chris Najomo, said this in his address at the inauguration of a Port Harcourt Regional Office building at the Port Harcourt International Airport, Omaga, in the Ikwere local government area of Rivers State yesterday. Najomo said the new facility, which came to realization after 22 years in the offing, underscores the authority's resolve to decentralize operations and bring services closer to stakeholders and enhance the flow of communications and operations within the zone. You're still listening to News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti. Coming up next, Governor Oyebanji vows not to be distracted by second-term endorsement. Please stay with us.
Is here with us again. Oh yes, Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti is using this medium to inform and invite children, parents, heads of nursery, primary and secondary schools, churches and individuals wishing to sponsor children and be a part of our 2024 Father Christmas show beginning from 2nd to 24th December 2024. Come and let's revel in the season of love and giving. It promises to be fun-filled. Our Father Christmas will arrive from Rome and be seated at his grotto in our station to receive children, dance and play with them. There are lots of take-home goodies and gifts from Father Christmas, as well as toys and play gadgets to make children's visit interesting, long-lasting and memorable. For further inquiries, please contact Desmond Olaoluwa on 0806 511 4430 or Bayo Babalola on 0803 562 5812. Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti 2024 Father Christmas show promises to be exciting. Be a part.
Welcome back and many thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti. For happenings around your news enquiries, please contact our newsroom on 0811 801 8242. On to the rest of the news. The Ekiti State Governor Oladoyin Ayegbusi has disclosed that a series of second-term endorsements by interest groups won't serve as distractions to his performance and implementation of lofty policies that can transform the lives of the populace. Ayegbusi applauded the groundswell of endorsement being accorded him, said his administration has done exceedingly well by fulfilling electioneering promises to the people and the implementation of the six-point agenda that has been the compass of development. The governor spoke in Ado-Ekiti today while being endorsed for a second term by a group under the auspices of Progressive's Grassroots Development and Support Foundation. Speaking at the event, Ayegbusi, represented by the Deputy Governor, Chief Mrs. Monisa Adeafuye, assured the people that the gale of endorsement will catalyze the spirit and commitment to serve the people better. Meanwhile, youth in Eda Obada ward of Ilejemeje local government area of Ekiti State have endorsed Governor Oladoyin Ayegbusi for a second term. The endorsement came during Oyebanji's Sharing Prosperity program at Elijah Olurotimi Town Hall. Adamimogo FM's Kinsley Novusa, who was at the event, reports that Mr. Fatile Bamidele, the organizer of the program, tagged adding value to youth, emphasized the importance of recognizing youth as future leaders. He stated that youth must be accorded recognition and priority, and that the program aims to bring youth together and support one another. Mr. Fatile also charged the youth in Ilejemeje local government area and Eda Obada ward to wake up to their responsibilities, dreams and goals, encourage them to become future leaders in Ekiti State and Nigeria at large. Additionally, he announced that 500,000 had been distributed to the youth in the ward.
My party, I'm the financial secretary of the party in Ekiti State, APC. I don't believe in dichotomy. I don't believe in division. I don't believe in disparity. I believe in oneness. I believe in oneness. When I was a special assistant to the governor during Fayemi regime, I'll be bringing things to PDP people, to APC people every December. The second one is called Adamimogo, PDP and APC. Now, this time around, as vice-sec of the party, I love touching lives. I love value to humanity. I don't like dividing people. I love bringing people together. So now, people who are here now, that's my party. That is my own party, APC. It's not politically oriented or inclined, but it's just a way of bringing youths together. Because when politics is out of the system, we are one. And if I want to add value to you, I must first add value to myself. If I want to bring home training, I want to help people, I have to start from the root, from the home. So if I can capture my root, my home, then I will launch out to people. So if you want to add value to others, first add value to yourself.
The APC chairman in Ekiti State, Honorable Shola Elesin, commended the governor's commitment to creating job opportunities and empowering youth. He stated that the purpose of the money distributed was to give back to the society and emulate the governor's example.
The purpose of powers money being distributed by our financial secretary, Bubamedele Fatile, is to give back to the society, to emulate Mr. Governor, the prosperity sharer, so that the common man in the street can also be made to express joy during this Yuletide period, so that the less privileged in society can benefit from those in government and those in political party positions.
Honorable Election also called on youth in Ekiti State to give their maximum support for the party and Governor Yebanji's re-election bid in 2026. He emphasized the importance of supporting the party and the governor's vision in the state. The event was attended by notable figures including the world leader, Honorable Joe Glory, and the world councillor, Honorable Wole Fatile, among others. Away from Ekiti State, an Infanu has raised tailoring shops at the new modern market in Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital, destroying goods worth millions of naira. Upon newsmen's visit to the scene of the incident yesterday evening, it was gathered that the fire started on Thursday night at about 9:30 p.m. and lasted till the early hours of Friday. It was, however, difficult for the personnel of the Nasarawa State Fire Service to put up the fire owing to the heaps of refuse dumps in and around the marketplace. It was further observed that the intense heat of the raging inferno repeatedly drove back the firefighters and delayed their effort to bring the situation under control. And on the foreign scene, the Syrian army has withdrawn from much of the southern region as opposition fighters continue their light offensive, making gains in Dara and Swida. Dara-based opposition forces today said they seized control of the city, the fourth strategic loss for President Bashar al-Assad's forces in a week. Dara was dubbed the cradle of the revolution early in Syria's war as government repression of protests failed to quell the people's anger over the detention and torture of a group of boys for scribbling anti-Assad on their school walls in 2011. In April of that year, the regime besieged the city, a move seen as having militarized the revolution. On entertainment news, singer Wizkid has equaled his colleague Burna Boy's record as the Nigerian artist with the most charting albums in Billboard's 200 history. According to a music monitoring platform, the Starboy boss achieved defeat after his new album Murayo debuted at number 98 with 13,000 units sold in its first week. Consequently, Wizkid tied Burna Boy as the Nigerian artist with the most charting albums in Billboard 200 history for each. With the recent announcement of his fifth studio album, 5, scheduled to be released next year, Davido could also join the tie as he has already debuted 3 albums on the chart. And on sports news, former Super Eagles head coach Samson Siasia has revealed that the country's senior men's national team can do without a foreign manager. This is coming as the Nigerian Football Federation is mulling the appointment of a foreigner to tinker the 3-time African champions for the remaining 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier next year. The Super Eagles are currently 5th behind Rwanda, South Africa, Benin Republic, and Lesotho in the 6th men group with 3 points from 4 games, having drawn 3 and lost 1. Rubbishing the proposition of another foreign manager for the Super Eagles, the former Flying Eagles and Olympic team helmsman said foreign coach is not wanted here because they are not coming to do anything. He added that the nation has enough good materials at home, and it should not be talking about hiring a foreign coach. Still on sports news, Ademola Lookman has once again reiterated his happiness to be nominated for the CAF Men's Player of the Year award. Lookman is among the 5 nominees for the individual accolades. The Nigerian international is the hot favorite to win the award. Speaking to newsmen, Lookman said it's an honor to be nominated for the prestigious award, noting that it's a dream. Recall his compatriot Victor Osimhen won the award last year. This year's award ceremony will hold in Marrakesh, Morocco on Monday, December 16. And with those sports stories, we end this edition of News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido Ekiti. Before we go, the highlight again. We told you that President Bola Tinubu has reconstituted the Board of Southeast Development Commission, SEDC, introducing a new chairman, fresh executive directors, and expanding the overall membership. We also brought it to you that the federal government has directed all the chief medical directors and medical directors of tertiary hospitals to immediately activate alert systems throughout the hospitals for a high index of suspicion in patients with COVID-like symptoms. Finally, we reported that the governor of Ekiti State, Oladoyin Ayegbusi, has disclosed that the series of second-term endorsements by interest groups will not serve as distraction to his performance and implementation of lofty policies that can transform the lives of the populace. And that's News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM this evening at Olojido's Palace, Ido Ekiti. On behalf of the production crew, my name is Oladoyin Ayegbusi. Many thanks for listening. Good evening.